Welcome back to our channel. I am Sharath. In today's video, I am going to explain you about the most commonly and widely used indicator which is popular among the traders, that is MACD. We will discuss more about the power of this indicator in this video. 80% of the time, markets consolidates, but when the remaining 20% of the trending phase occurs, the markets make a violent move on the either side. We can maximize our profit potential on the trending phase of the markets. So, to catch up this trend and violent movements of the market, MACD indicator will be used for its simplicity and flexibility to catch up the momentum in the market. Now, in today's video, I am going to teach you number 1, what is MACD and how it is calculated. Number 2, important parts of MACD to focus on and to catch the momentum in the markets. Number 3, how to build up a strategy and trade this indicator in the simplest way possible. That sounds good to you, and I need you people to do something for me. Before we get started, go and click on the subscribe button down below the video on your right hand side and click on the bell icon to get notified on the video we come out with each and every week. And I'll see you directly after the intro and disclaimer. Catch you soon. What is MACD? MACD is known as Moving Average Convergence and Divergence. MACD is one of the most popular indicators in trading. MACD is appreciated by traders for its simplicity and flexibility, as it can be used either as a trend or a momentum indicator. What is the concept behind MACD? The concept behind MACD is fairly straightforward. Essentially, it calculates the difference between 26-day and 12-day exponential moving averages, also known as EMA. Out of the two moving averages, 12 and 26, that make up the MACD, the 12-day exponential moving average is obviously the faster one, while the 26-day EMA is slower. In the calculation of the values, both moving averages use the closing prices of whatever period is measured. On the MACD chart, a 9-day EMA of the MACD itself is plotted as well. And this 9-day EMA of MACD acts as a trigger for buy and sell decisions. The MACD generates a bullish signal when it moves above its own 9-day exponential moving average, and it sends a sell signal when it moves below the 9-day exponential moving average. MACD also contains an histogram, which is the most popular and widely used signals and trading setups with MACD. The MACD histogram is an elegant visual representation of the difference between the MACD and its 9-day exponential moving average. The histogram is positive when the MACD is above its 9-day exponential moving average, and negative when MACD is below its own 9-day EMA. If prices are rising, the histogram grows larger as the speed of the price movements accelerate, and contract as the price movement deaccelerates. The same principle works when the prices are falling. The MACD histogram is the main reason why so many traders rely on this indicator to measure momentum in the market, because it responds to the speed of the price movement. Most traders use the MACD indicator more frequently to gauge the strength of the price movement than the direction of the trend. How to use this simple information to trade MACD? Here are some ways. Trading divergence is a classical way of trading using MACD. One of the most common and easiest setups is to find the chart points at which price makes a new swing high or a new swing low, but whereas the MACD histogram doesn't, which indicates a divergence between the price and the momentum. If prices are making a new high while MACD line is declining, it is called as negative divergence or a bearish divergence. This could indicate that price could fall. If the price is making a new low while the MACD is increasing, it is called as positive divergence or bullish divergence. This could indicate the price could rise. The another and interesting way to trade this indicator is by trading the MACD crossovers. As we spoke earlier in the video, that the indicator contains two important lines which are plotted, MACD and signal line. MACD is the difference between 26 and 12-day exponential moving average, and signal line is the 9-day exponential moving average of the MACD itself. If trades are taken on the basis of these crossovers of the MACD series and the signal lines, this implies that you are always in the market, trading every direction the market turns. Unless you filter out it more stringently, you are either always in the buy trade or a sell trade, and you will be oscillating between these two every now and then. I'll illustrate this with an example. Consider the following 1 hour chart of the Nifty futures where the buy signal is a crossover of MACD line over or above the signal line, and the signal for the short trades are the crossovers of the MACD series below the signal line. Of course, when another crossover occurs, this simply implies that the previous trade which was taken should be off the table. In the below example, out of 12 trades, roughly 6 trades were winners, 4 were losers, and other 2 were almost too close call and ended up as a break-even trades. Instead of following the MACD indicator blindly and always following the market, let's add up some confluences for our trades and filter out low probability trades and focus on the big winners. You people may ask, Sharath, you said we will filter out low probability trades by adding up confluences for our trades. So, how to add extra confirmation and filter on the big winners? Yes, we can add up confluences to our trades as well as to the signals provided by the MACD indicator also. Let's consider adding confluences to MACD to make it at least slightly more robust. In this case, we'll add up a 50 period exponential moving average or EMA to our charts. Obviously, this is still a very basic, but you people will get to know how just one basic confluence has brought in major changes in trading with this MACD indicator. We will make this a 3 rule system governing our entries and exits. Number 1. Enter trades upon a crossover of MACD and the signal line. Number 2. Enter long trades if MACD is crossing above the signal line. Number 3. And enter short trades if MACD is crossing below the signal line. But the important step comes here. Enter long trades only when the price is above the 50 exponential moving average and MACD shows the bullish crossover. Enter short trades only when the price is below the 50 exponential moving average and MACD shows bearish crossovers. Exit the trade when the price crosses above or below the 50 EMA during the trade, or exit when another signal line crossover occurs. As you people saw, after adding up on the very basic confluence to MACD using the exponential moving average, the number of trades reduced to 5 from 12. We saw some nice big winners in our trades. But when you observe clearly, we got 3 big winning trades, but 2 trades were roughly no loss or break even trades. As mentioned above, the system can be refined further to improve the accuracy. This may involve the inclusion of other indicators, candlestick chart patterns, support and resistance levels, and maybe bringing in the fundamental analysis of the market which is being traded. If other indicators are included, it's best not to go overboard and fill up your charts with 6 to 8 indicators. If you're waiting for 6 indicators to align perfectly for the signal, you will probably end up with a very messy and a confusing chart. You never want to end up with information overload on your charts. Keep it simple and specific. Being conservative in the trades you take and being patient to let them come to you is necessary to do well in the long term. But if you're too conservative, then you will never end up taking trades altogether. The key is to achieve the right balance with the tools and the mode of analysis mentioned. Finally, we will conclude the MACD with the key highlights in the video. The MACD is one of the most popular indicators used among the technical analysts. It helps the trader to identify the trend's direction, its velocity, and its rate of change. A MACD crossover of the signal line can help us spot when the acceleration of a trend is changing. A MACD crossover of a zero line may be interpreted as the trend changing direction completely. When in an accelerating uptrend, the MACD line is expected to be both positive and above the signal line. In an accelerating downtrend, the MACD line is expected to be both negative and below the signal line. Some traders will focus exclusively on the acceleration component of MACD crossovers. However, some traders will choose to have both in the alignment. The MACD is a versatile momentum oscillator indicator and can be used as a part of traders toolkit for purposes of confirming trades and potential reversals.